My name is Arnold Fields. Your next Oakland mayor. And I want to thank you guys all for coming, and thank you for the opportunity to be here. Appreciate that very much. My vision for Oakland is I need a rail system to get people to and from work. I envision a rail system from Jack London Square to go all the way up Broadway up to College Ave, with rails going to the east and to the west side. And what I want to do with that rail system is I want to get the Port of Oakland to finance this rail system, and I want to start on this project as soon as possible. That is going to reduce the amount of pollution throughout the city, and it's going to get a lot of cars off the street. And within the rail system, we're going to accommodate bicycles with the rail system. And when it comes to housing, I want to cherish our existing infrastructure. That is the one way to bring affordability to everybody, is we have to work with our existing infrastructure. We cannot allow developers to come to the city and decide what buildings get torn down and what gets built. The best way to create affordability for all is to work with our existing infrastructure to do a restoration on those buildings rather than tearing things down and building new. The minute we tear down our existing infrastructure, the rents double, triple, and quadruple overnight. So that's what I would like to do for the city of Oakland when it comes to transportation and when it comes to housing. Get less people, get less cars off the roads. Thank you. One of the first things that Oakland has to do is we need to change the culture of the city. We need to create incentives to get businesses in our city to create green jobs. We need downtown building department to reduce permit fees, to get the incentives moving, to get people to convert to solar panels, get off the grid. And by doing this, we'll be able to create a lot of jobs in the city. It'll be a green city, and the amount of crime will decline. Goods and services will go up by changing the culture. That's the number one thing we need to do. I keep hearing about fees, 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 fees. Fees don't work. Fees are what has ran this city into the ground. We need to plan from the very bottom. We need to work with new technologies. There are alternative resources when it comes to energy that need to be explored. And we really need to hand over these incentives to property owners by eliminating the red tape, the bureaucratical mess in the building department, lower the permit fees to get people to get solar panels on their house with the new technologies that are here, right now. Once this is done, we will have more money to create bike lanes. We need to create an infrastructure for bike lanes to reduce the amount of pollution in the city. We need a grid for bicycles from the south all the way to the north, east to west, to get people out of the cars on bicycles. I come from a family of farmers. My grandfather was a farmer, and my great-grandfather was a farmer. And the solution is we just got to do it. People talk about the quality of the soil. Well, the air quality around here is not that great. We need to start educating our kids in school, make it part of the curriculum, to start growing their own foods with an incentive to bring their food to the different farmer markets within the city. And we really need to do a push throughout the entire city to get people to get out of Safeway, get out of Lucky's, and go to your local farmer market. That's the way they used to do it way back when. That's the culture that we need to bridge to accomplish this goal. We need to give seeds out to the kids that are out there, not just educate the children, but we need to give them seeds. We need to give seeds to the school. I heard one member up here talk about store has this and that, doesn't have that. Well, just do it. Open a store. That's what I did. I work in one of the worst parts of town in West Oakland. There was zero community down there. What did I do? I opened up a coffee shop for the entire community, and it's been wonderful. And I'd like you guys to come see it. I've teamed up with City Slicker Farms. So we have a garden that we grow together. We provide different vegetables to the restaurant there, the Revolution Cafe, and I support City Slicker Farms, and I donate them land, and I donate water to them to help push this movement forward. And we really need to get to our kids. Our kids are our future. We need to explain to our kids that we need to start growing our foods. We need to use our city tax dollars to give away these different seeds so these kids can be successful with these different programs. And we need the entrepreneurship programs where these children participate with their local farmer markets and bring their goods down there. Make a couple dollars for the schools. Make a couple dollars for these different individuals. Thank you. Yes, we are the first species in the history of this planet that has had a direct effect on the climate. We need to be more like China. After the Olympics that just passed in China, the air quality was so bad over there that China turned on a dime. And right now, China is producing more solar panels than all the other countries on the globe combined. We need to quit talking about change, and we need to take action and get into the focus of the change right here, right now. The most important thing that I keep bringing up when it comes to the quality of life, when it comes to climate, is we need biking lanes. We need biking lanes through the entire city. We need to get people out of their cars. We need our rail system to get people to work and to home. Oakland needs to be a role model city for the entire nation. We need to stop chatting about climate change, and we need to do something about it as a city. I want people to think, I want Oaklanders not to think about the way things are now. I want people to think about the way they want things tomorrow. I want us to go into a direct approach where we start with the solutions right here, right now, in regards to climate change. I know we can do it. It's a tough job, but we need to be like China. We need to stop talking about it, and we need to go into action, bring incentives into the city. We need to be pro-business. We need to eliminate red tape. We need to bring solar companies into the city. We need to look at different resources and different ways of producing energy in this city, and that needs to blossom through the entire country. And I know Oakland can be a role model city for not just the country, but the globe. Thank you. What I would like to do is put a fee on each and every container that comes through the Port of Oakland. And with those funds, will be delegated to the truck drivers to get the retrofits needed for their trucks of operation. And if they do not want to retrofit their particular truck, I will have the financing there directly through the Port of Oakland to finance new trucks that are much greener and less pollution within the community. And I think that is the beginning to a solution. I would create a program where we work with every port within the country to find out what they're doing, what good ideas they have, what incentives they have for the different truck drivers that work within the various ports throughout the country. And we would look for the best and the brightest ideas, and we would bring those over to Oakland and implement those and make them part of the framework and the framework and the fabric of the Port of Oakland. That's what I would do for our truck drivers. I cannot make any promises, but I can guarantee you, you will have a mayor that will fight for the little guy to even the playing field for everybody within this city. Thank you. The OCAC will have a partner, their mayor. I will work with the group weekly to make sure that they get what they want, to make sure they get the jobs that they need, make sure that the employees that are available for these jobs are well trained, and make sure that they have the funding to get the goods and services up and running for the city of Oakland. We need to work as a group together, not as individuals. This is a great city that I love beyond the sun, the moon, and the rain, and the universe. I feel that once we get together, get our heads together, and we work to create a just, level playing field for everybody to participate in this city, that's the only time that we will succeed with all our goals in the city of Oakland. November 2nd's coming up. And I don't have all the answers, but I know that you do. And I will work with everybody within the city on a monthly basis, and we will have town hall meetings to talk about anything that the city is going through, any wrongdoing, any jobs coming up, any issues that need to be addressed. I will guarantee you a fair, honest city government that makes sure that nobody is taken advantage of in this town, and that everybody has the opportunity to grow and learn and participate in Oakland's growth. And I want to get Oakland back on an organic track where we can start pushing forward like we were before Jerry Brown showed up into the city of Oakland and created his elitist agenda. Thank you.